Welcome to the Arthur Moats Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, and we are recorded out of Total Sports Enterprises, which is Pittsburgh's exclusive supplier in signed memorabilia. And today, we have a very special guest. This guy is a Tiffin University graduate, where he received a bachelor's degree in sports and recreation management, a Pittsburgh, PA native, has worked for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Heinz Field, Pittsburgh Pirates, Cleveland Indians, and the Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation. He was a public relations specialist at Super Bowl 53. He currently plays for the West Virginia Rough Riders in the American Arena League, or the AAL. Currently works in the public relations department for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The one and only Joe, LL Cool Joe Lofton. What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Man, so I know you had a big game last night, man. How you feeling? You get out of there healthy?
Feeling good, feeling a
Okay.
little sore, but you know what? We got the W, and that's all that matters.
Absolutely,
That's
man.
all that matters.
Well, I definitely appreciate you taking some time out your day to stop by.
Absolutely.
So let's get into it, man. Coming off that big season opening win that y'all guys had, and then following it up with two very strong performances, not only by you, but by your team as well. Just talk about, what does it feel like to be back playing football, man?
It feels great, man. It feels great. It's been a long time coming, Moats.
Yeah.
So I haven't played football since my senior year of college football. I got hurt,
Yeah.
and you know what? I've been watching the Steelers practice every single day ever since then.
Yeah.
And they just ate away at me every single day. I'm like, I can do this, Moats.
Without a doubt.
I definitely missed it, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I always laugh, man, when you talk about how passionate you were. When I was able to come out for the Thanksgiving, the turkey bowl that just
Yes.
the media department does, man, and just seeing, first off, your talent level. I was like, okay, this dude definitely could ball. But then just how serious you were about it, because like you said, it's something you're very passionate about. And that's the thing that I love, man. Anytime you're able to go out there and pursue your passion and live your dream, man. So big ups to you on that.
Thank you,
And
thank you.
for those that may not be familiar with the Arena League, the rules are a little bit different than the NFL. So just talk about, the adjustment process that you've had to make while you're playing in this league versus playing in the NFL, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. First of all, it's 8-on-8 versus 11-on-11.
Right.
So instead of having 22 people on the field, now we have 16.
Yeah, and spacing wise, that's a big difference.
Big difference. It's only a 50-yard field.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the end zones could be between 5 and 8 yards. Wow. And we're playing indoors, so it's great weather no matter what day it
always
is.
good.
No matter what time of the year, it's good weather. But it's a lot different.
Yeah.
The offense has high speed motion every single play,
Mm-hmm.
and arena football is meant to be a high scoring game.
Yes.
It's very fun. We could catch footballs and fly over that wall and run right into our fans.
Which personally I'm a big fan of. I love seeing guys get smashed on the wall, or guys, like I said, make a crazy catch and fall into the stands. I think that takes the fan atmosphere to a whole another level.
Definitely. That wall is dangerous. I stay away from the wall. I stay away from it. But it's very engaging. It's a very fun game, fast-paced game.
I like that. Now, throughout your young professional career, man, you've been a guy who's worked with numerous sports teams, right? You're rapidly rising through the ranks. So just talk about, why are you so passionate about sports? Because it's not just football.
Yeah.
Like you said, you work for hockey teams, you work for baseball teams and major league teams at that. So just talk about your passion for sports in general.
It just has a huge impact, man. Families get together on the weekends to go to these sporting events.
Absolutely, man.
Heinz Field has a capacity of 68,000 people. Have you ever seen
Crazy.
Heinz Field filled up
Crazy.
during a playoff game? I mean, where else would you rather be? I love
question,
being
man.
down there on that sideline, but just sports in general, man. It just had a huge impact on my life.
Yeah.
I was able to go to college for free with
That's
a football
awesome,
and
man.
academic scholarship.
Yes,
So
indeed.
this is kind
And
of
maximize that too.
absolutely.
You got that degree, which is huge, because a lot of guys, especially athletes, they don't utilize the resources that are there for them. They don't get that degree. So the fact that you got that is huge, man.
Yes, sir. So just trying to get as much experience as I can, whether it's baseball, football, hockey, anything. I just want to get my foot in the door and kind of just make my way up from there.
I like that. Now, as we talked about you ascending through the ranks, right, in your professional career, just talk about some of the challenges that you faced throughout this process.
With sports?
Yeah. Mhm.
So I mean, it's very time consuming.
Yeah.
It is. At one point in my life, I had 4 part-time jobs.
Wow.
I was at one point selling health insurance from 9 to 4 p.m. And then I would go work a Pirates game from 5 to 10 o'clock at night.
Dude, that's
So
some dedication, man.
it's dedication. You got to do it. You
Yes,
got to be willing to
indeed.
give up some sleep if you really
Yeah.
love the game of sports. If you're really passionate about it, you're gonna have to give up some sleep and put in
Absolutely,
some
man.
work. So
But that's what they always say, right? If you
yep,
really want something, it's not going to be easy. Because if it
yeah,
was easy, anybody could do it, right?
yep.
But the fact that you're willing to make those sacrifices, that's what separates you from a lot of the people that don't live out their dreams, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you working in the public relations industry.
Yes, sir.
Just talk about some of the daily tasks that you have and what's that like?
It's a very busy environment, especially during the season.
Yeah.
We're pretty much full throttle 7 days a week, starting in training camp.
Right.
And our biggest thing is providing accurate information to the public.
I like that word, accurate.
Accurate. So social media is huge these days,
Very
and
true.
you may read a rumor online, but you could get the accurate information from the Pittsburgh Steelers
Okay.
public relations department. That's where we come in.
I like that, man.
So it's a lot of writing of press releases, press conferences. We coordinate a lot of the interviews with players like yourself,
I like that.
coaches. So it's a lot.
That's
But
tight.
it's a good job.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
And I can tell you definitely enjoy it, man. You're
Yeah.
always happy every time I've seen you and worked with you in the past. So, speaking of the public relations thing, you had the opportunity to be let me read this the right way, public relations specialist at Super Bowl 53 this past season.
Yes, sir.
So, what was that experience like and what did you learn from it?
It was great, man. And you know what? I've never been to Atlanta before, and it was beautiful, man.
That's awesome, man.
And it's really once in a lifetime opportunity to work the Super Bowl. A lot of
Yeah.
fans don't even get to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, a lot of players don't make it to the Super Bowl. In my professional career, I've never made it to that game, man. I mean, that's something that you live for.
Absolutely.
And you were actually out there working it.
It was ecstatic. That's the only way I could say
God.
it. So I was kind of managing the media availabilities for the New England Patriots.
Okay.
But it's AFC
Yeah.
football, so
Right.
it was all
So you
up
roll with
at
the
end of
AFC,
day.
you roll with that
Yeah,
one. Okay. I'm
yeah,
saying
you got
Patriots
to.
is Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
But
like
it was a good
man.
experience. We got to really get to know the players
Yeah.
outside of football, and we were able to go to the game and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, on the field, we were able to take some players to the podium
Oh, that's
and get them
awesome,
ready for the
man.
press conferences.
Yeah.
I had Dante Hightower after the game, great guy. It was
And I know
a
that
great
had to be
experience.
just crazy too for them, especially after that win.
Yeah.
For you to be the guy who's, like you said, coordinating everything throughout that process, man.
Yeah.
That's special.
It's
Nice.
a good experience.
Yeah. Now, speaking again on the public relations department, your department in particular here in Pittsburgh has been pretty busy this offseason. So just talk about when players may or may say something publicly and just, how do you handle that? What is the steps that you guys take from first hearing it, reacting to it, and then how do you address it?
Well, and there's always different situations happening,
Yeah.
but the number one thing is just communication. We want to communicate with that player.
Yeah.
We want to be able to relay that message throughout the organization so everyone's on the same page. But you know what? We always want to keep a positive image
Right.
in the community, especially for Steeler Nation.
Yeah.
So whatever that situation is, we just take care of it as best as we can as
And I know
professionals.
sometimes, like I said, that's not always easy, just depending on what players you're working with. And some players have larger personalities than others. Some people send out certain messages that may not coincide with what the overall goal of the team and what the brand is. So I could definitely see that being sometimes difficult, but I can say firsthand, y'all do a great job.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Now, prior to switching to the public relations department with the Steelers, you worked in the Steelers Experience Marketing and Youth Football Department. And that entailed you doing game day operations, which included pre-game, halftime, and post-game entertainment. So, throughout that experience, who was the coolest performer or entertainer you met during that time?
Let me see. That's tough, man. There's been a ton of players
Yeah.
to come through there. Let me think.
So I try to put you on the spot, man.
I gotta say you, Moats.
Oh, man.
I gotta say you,
man.
Moats.
You know,
Moats, you bring the energy to every
I
event.
appreciate that,
I
man.
must say, all the youth football events that
Yeah.
we have,
And those are
you
fun
honestly
too,
bring
man.
that energy.
I appreciate
I got to. Yeah.
That's why you the man.
You the man.
Well, shoot, man, that's it for today's show. Joe, I appreciate you again for taking some time out your busy day, coming off that big win. But hey, if people want to find out more information about you or follow you on social media, where can they do so at?
You can follow me on Twitter at Lofton Joe. That's LOFTONJOE. Or you can follow me on Instagram. I also have a page on there as well. So just Stay tuned.
Yes, indeed, man. LL Cool Joe, you the man. Appreciate you again.
Appreciate it, Moats.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace.